is a quality of being you bring to the act. It is not a particular act. It's not that you do this and then it is meditation. That you sit in a certain posture. You keep your spine erect and you keep your eyes closed or look at the tip of your nose while you breathe. No, these are just devices for beginners. Meditation is witnessing. To meditate means to become a witness. Meditation is not a technique at all. Meditation is to just be, not doing anything. No action, no thought, no emotion. Welcome to this live stream. Meditation is nothing but putting the mind aside, putting the mind out of the way, and bringing a witnessing, which is always there but hidden underneath the mind. Osho. Meditation is a witnessing. To meditate means to become a witness. Meditation is not a technique at all. It's the full moon tonight, as it is. Well, tomorrow is technically the full moon, but it's very full out there. I actually did my cold plunge very late today. I just actually went for a run and cold plunge. You know, I find myself feeling very lucid, but also just very, very meditative, very experimental. I feel very drawn to just holding space. Very, very just meditative realm, which, you know, aligns a lot with this channel as it is. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome. You know, as my recent long format video underlined, I'm very, very grateful and finding myself very, connected to cold exposure, to various forms of just connecting with your somatic body. Which obviously there's so many different ways that we can do this. You know, things like qigong, of course, things like strength training, movement training, expressive movement, dance, cold exposure, and just all the beautiful ways we can connect and honor our body. It's all connected. It's all relevant. I found it interesting when I was looking into just randomly. I was like looking in what are the benefits of cold plunge, and of course, there's a lot of benefits of cold plunging. But I found there was something very interesting about how basically physiologically, what cold plunges do to your body is, if I'm not mistaken, it flushes out the toxin. Exposing yourself to the cold temperatures naturally makes your body, in response, flush out toxins, sort of similar to how lymphatic drainage works. And that is actually what reduces inflammation in your body when you're experiencing a cold plunge. I found that rather interesting. Lucky Charms. Facts, Lucky Charms. I don't know if you're talking about the metaphorical depths of something that's a Lucky Charm, or if you're just talking about the cereal. But hey, bro, we love expressive cereal. I don't eat it, but you got to do ayahuasca, and the toys will not matter after. Interesting. I'm familiar with what ayahuasca and DMT is, my friend. Yeah. And the toys will not matter. Wow. I gotta say, I think I get what the context you're coming from, Dustin. Like, I get what you're saying. But please elaborate. Because it seems like you're trying to say that if one engages in something like ayahuasca, the realms of DMT, that somehow the connection to resonance patterns, the connections to engaging within play, connecting to your body, creative expression somehow become less relevant. Because that's not true. I've sat with Changa as it's pronounced, which is known as smokable ayahuasca. Fortunate to do so 10 plus times, and I have to say, brother, that's ignorant, actually, to think that if you sit with ayahuasca, that suddenly engaging and appreciating your sober experience apparently does not matter. That's spoken truly as an ignorant perspective. But again, I think I can see through the context of what you're saying. Maybe you just failed to express that. Salvia. Yeah, brother. That's a no. That's a no here. Salvia is a wild one. I found when I play didgeridoo, it changes my vibration. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah, thank you for sharing, Dustin. I mean, didgeridoo is a beautiful instrument, brother. Music as a whole, I find, whether you sit with medicines just like psilocybin, or you find yourself connect with changa, or, cactus medicines, or DMT, the core thing that I think will connect you deeper to, any sacred context is more so, resonance patterns, music. And of course, movement, as it is connecting with the somatic body. I think that's actually a core, immediate thing that we experience when we sit with things like DMT, is, be it ayahuasca, be it changa, be it whatever, is actually to move energy, the ability that we have to move energy, that is through expression in our body, through dance, through movement. This is a profound thing that we all have the ability to do, right? To tap into our somatic pathways and rewrite them, especially with something like freeform dance at any given moment. Salvia brought me to a dark place. Yeah, I would never recommend. I'm not sure if Red Beard one is jesting, but nah, brother. Yeah, I do not. To any viewers that are, desiring to unpackage their own psychedelic conquest, I do not recommend sitting with salvia. I don't. Do your research. Figure out the differences. Yeah, figure that out for yourself. But I would say, do not sit with salvia. Not a medicine that I should think most people, if not the majority, should desire to engage with. There's better ways to access what you might desire to access than something like salvia. I think you're just trolling. I think Redbeard is just throwing his 2 cents, kind of trolling openly. Nothing wrong with making jokes. being a joker. Nothing more spiritual than to laugh, truthfully. Especially at yourself. You learn that a lot when you become a YouTube live streamer. Or just a YouTuber creator as a whole. We're just like, man, sometimes you just gotta laugh. You just gotta laugh so purely. Because, you know, you just don't give a fuck. Yeah, research and respect. Yeah, brother, if you see salvia as some sort of, you know, portal into understanding, just learning and hearing people's experience, then I commend you, brother. You know, I think it was the ancient, of course, the Native Americans and various tribes, they did apparently use salvia. I don't know, not very well researched in that, in a very sacred context, and it was like a messenger, and it was a guide. But most of us probably should not go on that, should not go on that quest, but... I hope you guys are having a chill evening so far. You know, it's nearing on a full moon. I'm sure there's lots of energy buzzing around. I'm sure, you know, long story short, maybe some of you are processing a lot. You know, you're surfacing lots of raw energy. Personally, I just went for a cold plunge, a sprinting cold plunge about 10, 20 minutes ago. Pretty solid way to be present with my energy, but I tried salvia once. What's good, Mayor? Welcome, friend. Good morning. What's good? Good morning from France. Blessings from British Columbia, Canada. It's 10:40 right now. So not morning. It's a mellow evening. That's why I'm kind of making like a meditative stream right now, but yeah. Wow. Looks like we got one of these guys. We got Doberman Hund. I can't really see because my phone's brightness. Yeah, he's the guy. He's not that guy. He's not like the guy, but he's that guy. So thank you, Doberman, for, you know, expressing your truth about yapping and whatever you've been officially how do we do this? You've been placed in a timeout. You've lost your common rights. This might resonate with you because you seem like the kind, but to Doberman, achievement unlocked. You got a big gold shining achievement unlocked, you know, like some sort of video game. 30 minutes timeout badge. Congratulations, brother. You've really achieved something magnificent. I love this tuning though. G sharp minor. Yes, sir. 9:39 in Paris. Magic. That's awesome, brother. I thought my friend would make his forever slave. Whoa. Spiritual realm. Scary stuff. Wow. I thought my friend made me. Huh. Wow. That sounds like some quintessential. I think you said you did salvia. You tried salvia once. See, I tried salvia once in high school. I think I've said this on the stream if you've been here before, but I've just talked about briefly. Very boring, not even boring, but casual experience. It was just like, you know, another day. It was like a lunch break in high school, and all my friends were just chilling, you know, smoking weed by some like tennis center, as we do. And yeah, someone's like, yo, I got some salvia. And I was like, oh, sick, okay. And then all of us like, you know, let's try this salvia. And I don't know how strong it was. I think it was like, you know, 60, 100x, like moderate, not very strong. And yeah, I remember trying it, and it basically just made everything, like I smoked the salvia, and everything just kind of zoomed out and disappeared, and everyone became templates. Like it was like everyone that I saw around me, you know, the people that were surrounding me, and all my vision kind of just looked like it was empty white templates. Everyone was templates. I was in template land. That was weird. Yeah, I remember being like, whoa, this is weird. And then that was it. Waited a few minutes, 5-10 minutes, and then I was back into normal perception, and then I was like, that's not the one. That's not the move. Artemis, if launching today. Wow, what does that mean? I'm assuming that's a celestial event. Wow. I like raw going raw in her energy. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing, brother. Thank you for sharing, but I think you've also revealed that you don't necessarily have the self-awareness to exercise comment rights. So goodbye. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing your authentic truth, brother. But I don't think you're my target audience, so goodbye. Why are you stuck on salvia? Nice. Hey, Dustin, Edmonton here. Interesting. Hiya, Dustin. Very cool. Blessings, Edmonton, from Canada, or from British Columbia. Heck yeah, thank you. Thank you, Giants. High praise. Can you play Always Somewhere intro? I do not know how to perform that song. Yeah, facts. Yeah. I'm just improvising. Maybe just meditating a bit, doing some flute. I don't know. We chilling. Can you play Always Somewhere? Still can't play it. Still can't play it. Don't spam, brother. Or brother or sister. If you spam one more time, comment rights are gone. 24 hours. Or probably I'll throw you 30 minutes. You don't deserve a 24-hour comment removal. Yeah, but as I found myself do this cold plunge, about half hour ago, I was like running back, and it was in the night. I was kind of watching the moon, just chilling, thinking, as I like to. And I found myself, just very simply, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, where, I remember I had this conversation on the stream earlier today, right? Where I think a lot of us, this is sort of a dimension of Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural. If you guys are familiar, if you're not, I highly recommend Joe Dispenza's work, specifically in this book here, Becoming Supernatural, is a beautiful transition into understanding the nature of quantum particles, the quantum, as you will. Very deep thing, it's like a modern sort of, I'd say, revolutionary realm of science bridging worlds with metaphysics and metaphysical philosophy. But here we are. Basically, the idea is that, whoa, there's my book. The unknown is where such beauty and significance is present here. Shit is fire. Thanks, brother. Thank you. But the unknown, as in known, is the quantum explains that the 0.000% repeated, of course, is the material world. The material world that we know. The material world. You're feeling it. Your sensory experience is registering the material world. And that is the 0.00001% repeated, where the 99.9999% repeated is the non-material. It's outside of the known. It is in the unknown, the quantum. And a lot of us, you might quintessentially think to yourself, you're like, what is on the other side of unknown? Like, if you were like, I'm going to go to a random place at a random time, for no idea other than just like, why not? No conception why. Let's go to some random place. Let's make some random engagement within the universe. The reality is, on the other side of the unknown, maybe people fear the unknown. They fear change. They fear making a shift into embracing the unknown. The unknown is where everything is manifesting. This is the truth. This is literally confided and confirmed by the nature of what the quantum is and how the universe materializes things based on how we direct our energy. The majority of how things are materializing is in the non-material. That is, we manifest it by engaging in the unknown. This is why when you are able to, say, enter quantum realms, altered states of consciousness, transcendental meditative dimensions, when you exit your identity of self, when you enter into the quantum, that is the construct of the unknown, this is where you can make powerful shifts occur in your psyche, but also in your reality. And what I'm simply saying is, to make this very simple and not complex, is There's nothing to fear, evidently, in the unknown. The fear is an illusion. Fear is a very like real human illusion, but we're holding on to the idea that there's something so scary on the other side of embracing the unknown. The reality is the unknown is where everything is unraveling. The most significant, exquisite, powerful changes are occurring in the unknown. This is a scientific and metaphysical truth. And what I'm simply saying is, yeah, there's nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. This is what I was reflecting on earlier is like, if you really think, you look at your life and you're like, wow, like I fear the greater construct of the unknown. And there's no greater construct of the unknown than the void, than nothingness, than, beyond your body, beyond your spirit, in the dimension of what we might define as death. But the reality is there's nothing to fear. If you've ever entered an altered state of consciousness, and I know for some of you that we read this or led this stream of saying like, have you done ayahuasca, have you sat with XYZ medicine, you realize that is you exiting this known material world to begin to try to embrace the unknown, to enter the void, where beautiful, beautiful things are present, where you realize, you are not your identity. You're not this identity that you believe you are, that you're grasping onto so heavily. You think, but I am my identity. I am this narrative. I am these thoughts. Beyond that, which is who you are truly, is something that is much more beautiful. It's in the unknown. It's written. It's woven within the unknown. Anyways, is I a musician? Sure. Let's go with that, brother. Salvia is a beast. I get what you mean about your friends looking like templates. Honestly, I just don't recommend it. I'm sure some people benefit from salvia. Why not? But I would not. Yeah, salvia. I think no, salvia is not a deliriant, but salvia I think operates in a similar way as deliriants. Does it not? From what I've understood, it's its own entity, but I just would not recommend salvia. Play Nutshell. I still don't know how to perform Nutshell. Still not a cover artist. Thank you so much for sharing, though. Then apparently I blacked out, and that's when that's when the scary started. Yeah. Nah, brother. I mean, come on, it's salvia, dog. Like, I mean, if you've done any research, which you probably have, you seem like a pretty self-aware individual. Most people report when you do salvia, it's like, you experience time dilation, so to speak. You experience shit that basically transcends the barriers of time. You can live lifetimes as a chair or a tree or some crazy shit. Does that sound appealing? Does that sound appealing to you? Yeah, let's pretend, let's live the life of an inanimate object like a wall or a tree or a chair for like 100 years. Is that a desirable psychoactive experience? I don't know. To me, that sounds not. That sounds like trash. The unknown is personal experience creator. Fear without faith in how things manifest. Yeah. The unknown is in personal experience creates fear without faith. Sure. I mean, let's be real here. Faith, if I know what you're saying by faith, I can contextualize faith. Most people see faith as a loaded word. It's a loaded convention. That you say faith, what are you talking about by faith, brother? But I hear you. Like, if you trust yourself, if you're rooting with who you are, your authentic expression of yourself, you trust in your ability to be rooted in who you are in 3D, then yes, you can engage in the unknown. You can only engage in the unknown. You can pull the threads and be like, wait a second, I can trust myself that, even if I plunge into the unknown waters, you are strong enough to still be present for what's on the other side. But I don't know, bro. Faith, yeah, if we're talking about faith, like just plunging into the depths of the unknown, being brave, being a strong, resilient individual, like spiritually resilient, that's, yeah, it's a valid thing. It's a valid thing that you have to develop this. Like, I would never recommend, like, hey, friends, like, let go of your identity of self, become, a student of the unknown by whatever means. No, it's like, it's a process that you got to gradually understand philosophically. But when you're ready, like you know what, I'm going to embrace that. Like, we don't even have to talk in a philosophical, like, extreme sense. I'm just talking about the unknown, brother. Like, the unknown. Go to a beach where you have no idea why you're going there other than to immerse yourself in the universe. Go to a new portal within your reality and your community that is woven, tripping on words, woven in the unknown. Because, yeah, we can get esoteric. We can talk about the void, death, altered states of consciousness. That's the unknown, sure. That's capital U unknown. But we're talking about to access the unknown is not so esoteric and, out of your common man's possibility. I'm just talking about going in, embracing the unknown. The universe, the universe is the cosmic web of the unknown. The universe operates in the larger construct from this thing that we're going to call the unknown. It's outside of the mind. It's outside the known, controlled sort of perception. We're like, oh yes, but this will occur, then this will occur, so therefore this will occur. No, it's like the larger construct of the non-material, how it manifests, is in a non-linear way. It's just how, if you understand what quantum shifts are, I remember for many years, I just lived my life as a dude. I was like training martial arts, writing music, going to college, working a regular job, blah, 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 blah. And I hit this point where I had a very powerful stream of synchronicities, or synchronous events, synchronizations, that is. I always botch that word for some reason. But long story short, I'm saying is when you look very closely into your life and you see that things actually don't operate in a one-dimensional linear way, at least if you let yourself see beyond that. Like if you act like everything is just going to be like this event and this event and this event, therefore this event, that's all that's ever going to be. It's one dimensional, right? But the actual truth is there's something deeper. And this is where, again, what I would try to attach this to, in my experience, is something that's known as a quantum shift. A quantum shift. Basically, you'll experience things, like to make it very simple, you can experience events, people, life changes, little interactions, endeavors that can actually accelerate your perspective at a rapid rate. You'll make more growth, have more, I would say, awakenings of perspective than you have in years in a matter of weeks or months. Like time doesn't exist when you enter these kind of quantum shifts. It's like you can make progress or gain clarity or, see things that will occur in your favor at a much more rapid rate than can quantify. You're like, oh yes, but in a year I'll be here. Or, oh yes, but in 5 years I'll be here. You could have something that could change your life in a matter of months. And you literally look at objectively like, how in the world did that even happen? Like, how is that even possible? Because it defies what we regularly try to define as linear growth or regular, events that unravel. And this is just what I'm trying to sort of underline is quantum shifts, they're a thing that exists. Like, if you look deeply and you're like, you know what, I'm going to try to almost like step outside of my own belief system and be very open-minded to the way that the universe is synchronizing and giving you very exquisite, very sophisticated messages. It's almost like what I'm simply speaking of is if you listen to the way that the universe is synchronizing, you see patterns, you see synchronicities, if you will, like things that are synchronizing. And you see the patterns like, oh, they've synchronized so powerfully, aligning you and guiding you to one specific thing. This is what I'm more so referring. These are the things that you're meant to experience that can rapidly shift your perspective faster than a regular time span that you'd perceive would be. Anyways, I hope that makes sense, friends. I never had fear until I had little kids and a wife. Yeah. That's good. Honestly, I didn't think you were talking about religion because you seem like the way you've layered out your thoughts, you seem, yeah, again, I get what you mean by faith, Dustin, but I just know we're on a live stream in public sphere, some people will pop on and be like, oh, faith, yes, but Jesus, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I don't desire to advocate Christian ideologies or religious ideologies, not because people can believe whatever they desire to, if it makes them happy, gives them peace, beautiful, but that's just not something I want to throw around as like loaded conventions of how people are going to distort words, because that's just, people like to distort. Riley, I'll always be okay. Yeah. Just got to avoid the fear. Keep moving forward. Responsibility and failure have created fear for me. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, Dustin. I mean, honestly, I know I'm coming across a bit preachy, maybe throwing on some metaphysical concepts, but I appreciate you showing up for yourself, brother, for just trying to air out, like, you're doing great. I commend you. I commend you for even just like, desiring to pull these threads and be like, you know what, I would love to see something deeper, and just keeping an open mind. Like that's beautiful, brother. So just gotta follow, avoid the fear, keep moving forward. Responsibility and fear have created fear for me. Hmm. Honestly, I think, strangely enough, there was someone else that said a similar thing. Like, I think it was a number of nights ago. They were mentioning how, what was it? Stress, jobs, and responsibility of having a child is something that I guess gave them almost like it was something they were concerned about. They found stress, they were found like it was something they were struggling with. And I remember just expressing innately, the strange thing is, a lot of what I'm actually referring to, like learning to study the quantum, the mind, almost like learning to understand how much power you actually have over how your thoughts are engaging with your beliefs and how much power you have to basically shift your reality. That's kind of loosely what I'm referring to. Like it's studying quantum theory, being like everything that you could imagine exists in infinite parallels. Like if this makes sense, it's like, there's a reality where you exist, like just as you exist, Dustin, where you are not feeling that fear, related to XYZ, where, there's a reality, there's a you that exists out there that has made an allotment of choices that is transcended fear. He stepped outside of like any dimension of fear related to, choices, or related to maybe responsibilities, reading kids. Like there is a you that exists. This is at least what quantum theory invites us to see. That you exist in infinite parallels based on where you're directing your energy. Like you're like, you know what? I choose to look at the Dustin that is literally seen through the fear and sees in a deeper reality that is seeing the infinite possibilities, how much your choices and your thoughts are able to direct your energy. And that's kind of what I was referring and connecting the dots to. The other fellow was expressing a similar truth. It's like you do have the ability to focus your energy and your thoughts. Like if you understand the nature of that, if we assume everything exists all at once, like this is what the quantum theory is that there's a, if I'm like, hey, I'm going to pick up this thing, there's a reality where I didn't pick up this thing. There's a reality where I struck this, or I'm like, oh, I'm going to strike this. There's a reality where I maybe chose to walk over there and pick up my electric guitar, right? It's the idea that every given possibility that you could ever conceive exists all at once, simultaneously. It's all happening all at once. That's a core part of how quantum theory works. And a lot of modern metaphysics and studying is actually, that is the nature of how the universe is. So it's really like where we draw our energy, or where we direct our energy, truly is what becomes in like the deepest way. And the second we realize we have that freedom, it's a life-changing thing. And it really connects to like everything that you could study relating to metaphysics. But yeah, welcome, Amy. Don't forget to double tap. Appreciate you, Amy. Yeah, we're just chilling here, doing meditative stuff, talking about quantum stuff. It's a chill night stream. She gets it. W to Amy. W's to the mods, Amy. She's doing a great job. I'm like, let's party, but let's chill. Sorry, Chad, I'm contradicting. Hey, honestly, Amy, what is it? We're Monday nights. It is let's party. Like, we should always be in that perpetual state of like, let's take a breather and chill and mellow, but also let's just like, party and just rock out and dance moves, You no longer have yourself to worry about. It creates anxiety. I relate. Must try and stay rational. Honestly, like I speak of these things, like I love to, philosophize, pull these threads. I'm offering advice, take it with a grain of salt. This is, you're free to hold space and discern and think openly and freely. Everything I say you can take with a grain of salt, but I'm only human as well. I'm struggling with my own things here and there. I'm struggling with my own anxieties and, juggling here. I'll be honest, like I've advocated, like what of a lot I advocate on this channel, be it the content I create, be it the streams I often do, is I'm a firm believer in the transformative potential of your body, of rooting yourself in your vessel, your somatic body, your nervous system, which is connected to your body, of course. But I'm a firm believer, even if we're anxious, even if we're existentially dreading things, we have stressors, we have things that are really weighing us down, our soul. we have a profound ability to honor our experience by honoring our body. But it's like loving ourselves by loving our body, by nourishing ourselves by nourishing our body. You know, whether it's rooting yourself in your breath and movement, or missed a note there, but yeah, or playing, you know, expressing yourself. Yeah, you no longer. Yep. Yes. Yes. We see it inside ourselves. The better you and has of accomplishments. We see it inside ourselves. The better you that has already accomplished it. That's exactly it. Like it really, like we don't have to get very esoteric and metaphysical about it, but it's when you understand, like you study this stuff. Where'd my book go? When you really study this stuff, like you apply it. It's not about studying it, like reading it in a book. Joe Dispenza talks about this all day long. He talks about, you know, his entire life is dedicated to teaching people this stuff. He holds, you know, seminars. Now, I'll be honest, Joe Dispenza a little bit culty of a guy, so to speak. As my partner likes to say. She believes everything and everywhere eventually just becomes a cult. Humans just like to make cults. It's like, we got a good thing, we got a good idea, and we're like, yeah, sick, beautiful, change the world, and then boom, suddenly we got a cult. But, but the fact of the matter is, Joe Dispenza, he's a genius. He's doing great work. He's a really brilliant man, and he's got a good point. Is yes, in the simplest right, we do have the ability. But you know what? If all the parallels of you exist, all the parallels of I exist, you know, every thought you could ever conceive, where the thought, like, I'm doing this, but then the moment where I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to pick up the book, everything you could possibly conceive is happening all at once. It is. Like quantum theory, it's like everything. The you that decided I'm going to get up and go here, the you that decided I'm going to turn off the stream, or I'm going to, I don't know, chime into the stream suddenly, right? It all exists all at once. So the you that is actually seen through fear, that is living in most abundant reality, is real. It's you. He's out there in your quantum bubble, right? You're, in whatever reason, your narrative has been drawn into this narrative where you are now, but you realize that the infinite possibilities of who you are exist, and all you have to do is realize it. You have to be like, wait a second, my abundant reality exists. Like the abundant reality that you can now draw your energy into exists. Now, as Joe Dispenza loves to underline in all his little beautiful neurological and psychological theories, there's many reasons why we are out of coherence, why we don't see these truths, why, you know, our nervous system and our body is in this malaligned state where we don't allow ourselves to actually tap into, say, the metaphysical dimensions of how things are, but it doesn't change the nature of how these things are operating. We have infinite possibilities in front of us, and we just got to see it. Play some Marcin. Cannot play Marcin. Love Marcin. Shout out Marcin. Don't know how to perform it. Subscribe if you desire. That's up to you, brother. That's your prerogative. I will not coerce subscription. Yeah, let's party. I mean, I'm legit. I just did a cold plunge like half an hour ago. So my brain is full of dopamine. You can guarantee that. But I'm also ready to meditate. That's why the stream is literally devoted to Osho talking about meditation. Like, it's like, I was prepared to flip on this stream and just meditate. Just be like, yeah. And I still can, because I'm the facilitator here. I can do whatever I want. I'm like, hey, friends, we're going to meditate. We're just going to sit here and do nothing. And, yeah, that's beautiful. Yes, we're all just humans until the microchipping. Haha, damn. Let's enjoy our humanness. Until the Amy, microchipping is happening already. You mean until the AI overlords take over and we forget what it means to be human? Yeah, that's... But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We don't think about that. Let's just be present. Let's just be present and enjoy being humans at this point. Fascinating stuff. Endless opportunities. It's so beautiful. Like, again, I speak of this in response to Dustin, but I say this to myself. I know this for a fact. Like, I don't speak of this kind of just like, yes, Joe Dispenza, he's correct, but then I just like live an entirely different reality. Or it's like, I apply this. I know this. Like, it's not like I sit there and read Joe Dispenza every day and just be like, all right, what next, Joe? But it's like, I know for a fact that this is how it exists. I've looked at the betterment in the last 10, 11 years of my life. Hell, half of the alignment of being a YouTuber was basically in alignment with making quantum shifts in my life. Like, invariably. I make quantum shifts all the time. Like, I understand the nature of how, you know, the second you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just travel to Japan. Gonna travel to Japan. I'm gonna go to Sweden one day. Gonna do so performing music and, you know, YouTube live stream in Sweden. That's gonna happen. Like, it's gonna happen. I've already had that manifestation many times, but the idea is that the second my mind believes it's a possibility, like doesn't just say it. I'm like, oh, maybe it'll happen. It's like, no, 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 it's going to happen. Like it's inevitable. Now it's inevitable. Who knows when? Depends on alignment, but it's like it's beautiful to see that it's like you can really do whatever you want. And again, it sounds almost a little bit insane, but you got to believe it. Coerce is the pronunciation you're looking for. Coerce. 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 Yeah, you're right there. Yeah, it's coerce. I don't use the word coerce a lot, but you mean yeah. So it's coerce. Coerce. Yeah. Yeah, but we're not coercing. We're not coercing people. That is, playing Martian. We're not playing Martian covers to earn subscribers. You subscribe or you don't subscribe. Do whatever you want. You got free will. I'm not really. I don't really care if people subscribe. I mean, I do. I would love for you to be a part of this channel, but I'm not. I'm not really seeking subscribers. I'm more so seeking something different. Yeah, but I hope you're doing well, Amy. Now, I hope you're feeling, I don't know, you said the other time you were a little bit stressed or, I just hope you're feeling empowered. I hope you're feeling lots of love for yourself and you're feeling empowered. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. Just passing that on to you, Amy. So good night, Dustin. Sleep well. Yeah, thank you, brother. I mean, honestly, like, straight up, dog, it's, again, like, face value. I know I was kind of like, trying to almost like preach and throw a lot of knowledge or shit in your mind, but it's like at the end of the day, like you've already done great. Like I think it's great that you just desire to show up. You randomly click the stream. You've been thinking and airing out these things, like in a self-aware way. Like you're reflecting on some real things, brother. So I commend that. But yeah, enjoy your night, dog. Like you're already on your way, I must say. Okay, bedtime. But yeah. Yeah. But thank you, yes, for the correction of the word. Sweden, gorgeous. Yes. Iceland is so gorgeous. I know, I think it's Temple Lion Studios. I think that's how it's Temple Lion Zion Studios, something of that. He's from Denmark. He extended the means of being like, you should join me if you're ever in this area. Like, me and my partner would love to have you over. And I was like, in Denmark or Sweden or Denmark, Scandinavia. That's such a beautiful extension because I would love to go to Sweden, Scandinavia, Denmark area. Like that's 1000% going to happen. So that's an interesting thought that I have friends, in some context. We're going to obviously connect more, get to know each other, probably collaborate. But what a cool thought, Got to go to Norway. We have all the mountains. I would love to go to Norway, brother. Absolutely. I think I'm super attracted to Australia in the immediate. Japan. Extremely excited to go to Japan. I don't know when. Again, we're on manifestation time. Yeah. Mountains. Yeah. But yeah, legitimately, I feel like once I'm in a certain place where I'm like, sweet, I'm doing the full-time YouTuber stuff, I'm sponsored and, just juggling all these variables successfully, I'm like, hey, like, let's go to Japan. I don't know why, I just played that song It just immediately popped in my head from like Inuyasha. I don't know if you guys ever. I watched that cartoon. It was like an anime as a kid called Inuyasha. It has really beautiful music. It's like a Japanese cartoon. For some reason, that just immediately popped in my head, and it's a beautiful song. Yeah, can't wait to go to Japan. Me too. Me too, Amy. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Christ. Christon. Nice. The world is so diverse, truly magical. It's truly magical. Especially when you are a traveling YouTuber. to be. You're just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go to Thailand and make content. It's just like, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's like, let's just go to Japan or whatever, eat a bunch of pineapples and I don't know, or go to Thailand, eat a bunch of Thai food, you know? Jazz, pan flute, anything goes. Can I play jazz? I can. I think what I'm doing is inherently, this is fusion jazz. All I need is like the. And then the jazz flute. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with jazz, but I'm sure I can figure it out. That's our next travel destination. Yeah, nice. We gotta say, we all gotta just, you gotta love Japanese people, man. They're just so great. They're so polite and their culture is so rich. I don't know. I love all Asian people, but Japanese people, they especially seem very intriguing, especially in Japan, where they're just like in their awesome country where everything's in Japanese. And, some people speak English, some people don't. You never know. You can eat sushi and ramen and, you know, enjoy all the weird Japanese culture. Sounds like native music. Hey, thank you. This is, yeah, surely native inspired in a way. This video game, Shenmue 2, has great music. Huh. I like video game music, so I'm gonna check that out, bro. Shenmue. I've actually considered myself, I want to make video game and movie scores. Shenmue. Music. Shenmue 2. Huh. Ah. So it's like a old school, blocky world where you're some like some Asian looking guy in some sort of trippy Japanese city. Wow. Yeah, I'm sure this is incredible. I'll check that out after the stream's over, but yeah, this Shenmue stuff looks awesome. I've been to Thailand a couple of times. Very cool place. Yeah. It's the kind of place where I feel like the nature of Thailand, like the forest, natural landscape, feels very magical. Like I feel like I'm excited to go to Thailand, maybe train some Muay Thai or go to some Thai gyms and because I love kickboxing and I love jiu-jitsu and train some martial arts. Go into some natural landscapes, make some music, eat some delicious Thai food, just just appreciate the culture. Yeah, music in a Japanese themed video game, magical. Yeah, I could definitely see that too. I could see the music I make, it work well for like, Scandinavian, like Lord of the Rings type, like medieval ancient fantasy land stuff, which would be super dope. But then of course, yeah, like a Japanese kind of ancient, lots of ancient cultures. I think that's what I just intuitively am attracted to. Okay. I think I feel like there's a song here in this G sharp minor. What's good? What's good, Lightning? Lightning Dancer. Still a great name. Still a great name. Honestly, all this talk about Thailand, I don't know why I'm now just like really hungry for Thai food. And I think I can make that happen. I think once I exit the stream, I'm going to make some sort of Thai-inspired noodle dish with tofu and peanut sauce. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, I'm starving for that now. It's great. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, it's a slippery slope. We gotta be like, messages deleted by Amy. Oh damn. Oh damn, Team D, he just got cooked. Yeah, the food's great. Yeah, satay noodles. Damn, yeah. Magic. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is, since my brother roommate is going to sleep relatively quick, we're gonna hang out outside. Got the beautiful moon out here. Gonna hang out outside for a little bit. You know, have this very mysterious light. But yeah, so we can play music out here. Those are the breaks. Those are the breaks. Gotta move this though. This throne sort of sofa thing closer. Give it a natural angle to sit and play guitar. Very nice. This'll do, I think. We'll probably not be streaming for a ton long. Probably next like half hour or something, or half hour, 40 minutes, which is a pretty solid window. Then we'll make some Thai food. Good night, bro. Yes, good night. Good night to the twin. Yeah, you're an adorable well-wisher, Amy. You're giving, yeah, I'm sure he feels the good energy. I don't know if he's actually sleeping, but I know he's probably just doesn't want me making loud noises or making music when he's trying to fall asleep. It's a reasonable request. You know, some people love to hear the random yammering on of, you know, music and streaming, and they're just like, whoa. But understandably so, some people are just like, damn, it's just talking to people on the YouTube land and making music. Like, damn, this guy. Man, G sharp minor though. G sharp minor. It's just G sharp minor. So beautiful. Very awkward angle though. Let's see if we can balance out this angle. Gotta find the right angle for the guitar and the drum. This feels better. I love those chords. I love them. He's doing well. You've got over 1,000 subscribers, more subs than I when first saw you. Oh damn! Thank you, Lightning. What is the make? What is the make of your guitar? The make is Yamaha. It's a Yamaha. It is a Yamaha. Shout out Yamaha. That's wild, Lightning. Yeah, brother. I've been on fire. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of part of this. This is part of the YouTube mission, or of like the core mission of being like, hey friends, I've been doing YouTube for 8.5 months, 0 subscribers 8.5 months ago. And really, truth of the matter is, it's actually about just over 6 months ago is when I was at like 50 subscribers 6 months ago. Like six months ago, I was at 50 subscribers. Now, yeah, we're at like just over 1.6K and growing every day. And it's not even about the subscriber point. It's about the quality of the subscribers and the quality of the content and the visions that I have in my mind, which is great. Yeah. We're about probably 4 days away from hitting 3K watch hours. So then I'll get super chats, and then I'd say we're about 3 weeks away, maybe 2.5 weeks from 4K watch hours. So we'll be officially monetized. We'll be an official monetized YouTuber in about 3 weeks. So that's legendary. Like that like blows my mind. Like, god damn, like I've actually done it, where it's like I can just like hop on YouTube, if I'm chilling at a beach or something, or I'm doing whatever I'm doing, make a live stream and actually have YouTube pay me for it. Probably not very much initially, but once I get a sponsor, once I start like knocking off the numbers on long format content, then I'll be an official YouTuber. So that's pretty exciting. Like that's been like a dream of mine for a couple years now. And yeah. Just I'm nobody, but I'm okay. I don't want to grow just watching. YouTube is a mixed bag. Ashe is a treasure. Why, thank you. It's my pleasure, Lightning. Yeah, I wouldn't say you're nobody, friend. Like, truly, this is. I mean, you don't have to be a weird hat wearing guitarist dude, like, to succeed in YouTube. But you do gotta have a vision. Like, you gotta be like, you know what? I really want this, and I can see the reality where I'll make this work. Like, I'll be honest, there's a lot of room for success in YouTube, but it does require a very consistent vision and strategy. But it's all up to you. Not everyone wants to be not everyone wants to be a YouTuber, content creator person. They may think that, like, to some degree, they're like, yeah, like, that seems sweet. And hell, I meet a lot of people, artists, professionals, that I look at their YouTube channel, or I look at their pursuits of YouTube, and strange enough, as a YouTuber, only done it for like 7, 8 months, I can actually see through. I can see through, like, I can observe their channel, like, oh damn, like, it's clear that they weren't doing XYZ, blah 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 blah. And it's not complex. It's just like not everyone probably actually desires to be a YouTuber. Like, that's the fact of the matter. I've desired to be a YouTuber for many years, and a lot of it had to do with my vision. I was like, I want to build a channel. I want to play music. I want to do XYZ. And the more I've done it, the more I have a stronger awareness of why I know I'm meant to succeed at YouTube. But it's not for everybody. It's all about recognizing your own value. For Lightning Dancer, it's like, whether you desire to do that on some sort of, I think, I'll be honest, I am a strong believer that everyone should desire to see their ability to be an entrepreneur, like to be an entrepreneur, to grow a business in some sort of capacity on this online sphere. It doesn't have to be YouTube. YouTube is a fucking difficult, high learning curve business. Like, it is. It's just like the part of what I'm attracted to, because I love high learning curves. But almost like, if it's not YouTube, not saying you got to even do any of this shit, take all my saying with a grain of salt, but we're in 2026 is we're in a very interesting time where people can succeed. People can, if you really lift your mental blocks and your limiting beliefs, we can succeed and make really empowering shifts with our relationship with our phones. Like, we can grow social media business. We can do cool things and share them with people. It's like, it's a thing that we can do. And like, this is a huge point of what I kind of like to center on my channel is, I think it's important for people to realize that. And it doesn't have to be, again, you don't have to grow a YouTube, you don't have to be a YouTuber, you don't have to do whatever you don't want to do, but we should in fact desire to build a healthy and empowering relationship with our phones. Like, in the simplest right, it's like, if there's a better way to use your phone than the tool, or the way you're utilizing it as a tool now, if there's a better way to use it as a tool, we should desire to do that. Like, in the core part of it, doesn't matter what you have to do, if anything to do with YouTube or not, but it's like, we should, as human beings, modern 2026, as adults, full-grown adults, younger generation, older generation, we should in fact desire to step outside of this default dysfunctional programming that a lot of us are just like drowning in. We're like looking at phones and being like, oh man, it's those phones again. Like, they're just getting us super depressed and, making us feel all disconnected. But what are we going to do? What are we going to do about it? It's 2026. We're all happy, or we're all depressed and happy to be depressed. I don't know. It's just like we can change our lives by changing our relationship with our phones. Like, dead ass, that's like really important to realize. And that's a cornerstone and a core intention of why I'm a YouTuber. It's just like, I realized that. I was like, oh, wait a second. This is a phone. This can make me feel disconnected. This can make me feel separate from my fellow human being. This can, nurture XYZ, blah, blah, blah narrative. Or, you know, step by step, you can be like, you know what? I'm going to use social media in a professional context. I'm going to, speak my authentic truth. I'm going to, I don't know, use this as a platform to connect and unify, and whatever way you can do that, that's the way. Like, whether you're just like, finding some sort of obscure new social media platform, which they exist. I highly recommend doing that. Like, fuck Facebook, fuck Instagram, like, and I hope YouTube doesn't, demonetize or throw some salt at me for that. But it's just like, fuck those platforms. Find a better platform. Like, these tools that we use, they're not the most optimal tools. Like, probably. I don't know about you. I'm a 31-year-old dude who's like, Facebook. We got Facebook. We got Instagram. Maybe we got Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, or X as they call it. We got all these other stupid, obscure platforms like Snapchat and all these weird other things. A lot of these platforms, they suck. Like, they're not the most optimal platforms, but it's all we know. We're like, oh yeah, Facebook, it's the way to go. Facebook's not bad, but the essence of it, for certain things, there's better platforms. There's better ways to use your phone. There's better applications and utilizations of this technology, and this is what we should be doing. Whether you desire to be a YouTuber or content creator or influencer or not, doesn't really matter. It's like we should be desiring to develop an empowered and healthy relationship with our phones. And honestly, for me, YouTube was that. I was like, oh yeah, this is clear as day. Like, build a YouTube channel, share music, empower, inspire people, grow a brand, grow a channel. I was like, oh yeah, this is all day long. Like, this is the clear answer. But whatever the answer is in that regard, I think that's the way. Thank you for sharing. I just work at my job so much I never get to catch you. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. I was just blabbing a lot, and I hope I didn't miss a whole bunch of comments. But okay, no, we're updated. But the fact of the matter is, zero pressure. Like, I say that frequently, but I really want to make that clear. Is part of what I'm talking about is we should have healthy boundaries. We should have clear, healthy boundaries in the real world, but on your phone especially. And if you, for any reason, you're like, you know what, I'm tired. I want to go eat a bagel or something. I want to go read a book. I want to go sit in meditation. Please do that. Like, do not feel pressure or expectation to be like on your phone any more than you already are. Like, if you want to exit this live stream and go eat a bagel or something and go pet your cat, do that. Like, don't feel pressure. I know it's very specific, but just don't feel pressure at any means. Like, if you gotta get some sleep and go nurture your sleep so you can work your job and feel good the next morning, like, put down your phone next to the stream, put it in airplane mode. Like, that's a good idea. But yeah, I like the hat. It's not weird. Nice. It's not weird. It's not weird, Moon. I agree. That's why I made it. That's why I designed it. I'd say it's weird, but in the dopest of ways. It's dope weird. Yeah. It's a lot of work to be a YouTube. I think it's a lot of work to be a YouTuber. I think Osho has the energy for it. They expect a lot. If you're hungry enough, you can go so far. Yeah, sure. I mean, it is. But this is the thing. I mean, I could go off on a long tangent about that, but I'll make it very simple. It's a lot of work until it's not. And that's the weird paradox. Like, hear me out. It's like, I've seen this. I understand how this exists in many parallels. Is yes, being a YouTuber is a lot of work until it's not. Most models of jobs don't work that way, where you're like, and sure, you could become a workaholic and become addicted to never-ending grinds of YouTube land. Most people probably shouldn't. Most YouTubers probably don't desire to. But YouTube is a lot of work, yes, and you may not succeed. That's another invariable truth, is you could put all in this work and get nothing more or less from it. And that's unfortunate, but the idea is it's supposed to be that way. Some of the most difficult models of how we do something, like being a guitarist, being a performance artist, being a guitarist, and
pretty much most of what I orbit my life around operates in the exact same model. It's a lot of work until it's not. And also, if you just love the work, it doesn't really matter. But it's like YouTube is specifically seems to be designed where it's a lot of work. I've been grinding, I'm coming up to 8.5 months of grinding YouTube. I love this shit. It's been infinitely valuable. I haven't made a single cent pro bono or pro bono until it's not. Until I'll be making checks. Until a year down the road, I will probably be working less than an hour a day, like making immense amounts of money. This is the ideal, window we'll be painting, or the ideal picture we'll be painting. But it's almost like you gotta to succeed in something like YouTube. It's the same thing you gotta succeed in something like acting, or I don't know, maybe being a whatever example you want to think of. It's being an entrepreneur. It's like it's a lot of work that seems to be redundant. It seems to be like, wow, it's a never-ending grind until it's not. You're breaking open the model of how income is regularly received. Like, this is the truth. And I think YouTube, or cross out YouTube, all content creation portals is probably the most optimal way. Like, to think about it, like, in a few weeks, I'll be monetized. I'll be making money, just maybe not a lot of money. For these streams, I'll have the potential to open up sponsorships, blah, 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 right? I could flip on my phone at any time of the day and be like, hey, friends, like, just like, this is a live stream. Like, let's talk about life. And I could actually be getting paid. Like, a sponsorship could be like, hey, let's sponsor this guy. I'll be making dollar bills. That's not even a reality I've ever experienced in my life. I've been a YouTuber for 8.5 months, haven't made a single cent. I'm cool with that. In some ways, I still have to make an income, but the idea is that it's like it's a lot of work until it's not. And it's a weird parallel. I don't know. Anyways, I talked about that more than I thought I would, but they expect a lot. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of us to do with, I think, again, I say this probably on repeat like a broken record, but everything in YouTube can be put in perspective if you truly have an ambitious vision. Like, kind of like I said earlier, is like, if you want to succeed in YouTube, yes, you gotta consistently blah 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 content, blah 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 algorithms, like study algorithms. There's a million different things. You gotta have a strategy, but the core thing of how you're gonna succeed in YouTube is have a vision. And I'm not just saying like, be like, okay, I'm gonna make gaming content or about cats. I'm gonna make videos about cats. If you want to do that, amazing. But I'm talking about have a fucking vision, like a vision. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna develop a community that's gonna grow into, I don't know, a philosophical discussion portal about books or something. And you gotta like have such an ambitious vision, and you realize that you're bringing something to YouTube. It's not like you're just like, I'm gonna be a YouTuber and roll those dice and strive against the odds. I mean, you're gonna have to strive against the odds. But if you're like a person that's like, you know what, I got a vision, like I got a fucking vision that's just powerful, and you bring that to YouTube, you're going to succeed. Like, eventually, if you do all the other hoop jumping algorithmic hops and leaps. But I'm saying is like, the only reason I'm even in this position I'm in YouTube is because I've taken years and years and years of cultivating my vision. They're like, what is my vision? I don't know. Let's figure it out. And as I figured it out, this is years and years of just studying myself, of evolving myself as a artist, as a whatever. And that's why I feel like I'm in the position I'm in. Whereas for me, it's overwhelmingly clear. I'll show up every single day for X amount of hours, and I will love it because I know what my vision is. I know what I'm creating. I know what my intention is. And everything I do, I could just stumble ass backwards into like random content creation streams and ideas, and it's all so deeply intentional. Like, I'll literally be like, this is my core intention because this is an overwhelmingly clear intention. Like, the reasons that I'm doing a lot of these things is very intentional, and I've said that like a billion times, the word intention, but but it makes sense if you've frequented this channel at all. Is if you're intentional and you have a vision, and this doesn't have even a whole lot to do with YouTube. This is about life in general. If you have an intention and a vision with life, you see with powerful intention and you look into the deeper visions of what you can experience, you will succeed. It's not about tangible material metric success. You succeed in your mind far before you succeed in any given metric. I speak this over and over again. And even further, what I'm articulating, like I've spoken this probably like 3 or 4 times or beyond in the last like few days, and my long format YouTube video is about this. I've released multiple videos about this. It's about long-term delayed gratification. It's about a brain that is literally operating out of delayed gratification. Like, how do you learn guitar? You operate out of delayed gratification. How do you do things that most people quit before they actually get tangible success? Is delayed gratification. If your brain is wired for delayed gratification, you will succeed. My brain has been wired for delayed gratification since I was like 12 years old. At least that's when I began to do it. So for me, YouTube being like, oh yeah, delayed gratification, like, of course, like, it's a given. Like, I understand this is going to take years and years of conscious intention and visions that are way beyond what you could try to put in a metric, and that's the point. My brain knows what it looks like to apply myself for 15, 16 years to a task, and it realizes how important that is. So it's not rocket science. Like, have a vision, see the vision, let your brain be wired to fall in love with the process and the journey of that vision, and your brain is inevitably going to confirm your success. It's not even like you succeed way before you actually succeed in any metric in your mind. And the sad thing is you also fail in every given right before you actually fail in your mind. It's all in your mind. Your mind is like, oh yeah, like I'm setting myself up for failure, and then you fail. Same way, so you set yourself up for success, then you succeed. You've already succeeded in your mind. It doesn't even matter if you actually succeed, but your brain is already acclimated to the idea that you're like, oh, I'm already succeeding. I wake up every day doing what, I'm passionately designed to do, and then you've already succeeded. It doesn't actually matter if any metric goes in any direction. Anyways, I'm just riffing here. But it makes sense, like, if you really think about it. Yeah, this brother has it. I'm a manager. Interesting. A manager at a major corporate company. Ah. Expect a lot. Wow. That's very interesting, Lightning. All I can say is, I've been yapping a lot. But seriously, bro, thank you for the support. Like, to Lightning, like, seriously, like, the fact of the matter that people that, stumbled across my channel when I was new as shit, and just, desire to just be a part of this process, like, it really means a lot. Like, I'm not gonna forget these moments. Actually, I was with you, Ashay, when you had 200 subscribers. Nice. That's crazy, bro. And yeah, my name's Ryan, but it's like, yeah, bro, that was the wave. Like, that was the wave when I suddenly knew, like, when I went from about 150 subscribers to about 850, that's when I knew. I was like, okay, even though my brain had no tangible idea that I would succeed, like, I was like, I've never succeeded at a YouTube channel, never even tried, truly. But then I went from 150 to 800. I was like, oh, huh. Like, my brain knew. I was like, I think that it's now, I'm unstoppable. Like, it's not in the sense where obviously that's not a huge shift in the larger context, but it was like my brain knew. It was like, okay, like, I somehow actually predicted that this could work, and now it's like I'll do the same thing over and over again. Yeah. Oi, welcome. Yeah, this is the core intention of this night stream, just to create a meditative space. My brain's been I did a cold plunge like a little bit earlier, about 40 minutes ago, maybe actually right before the stream, so an hour and 20 minutes ago. So my brain is full of dopamine. But, yeah, it's a nice meditative night stream. We're trying to keep it meditative. I don't know. Haha, a lot of time wasting brain rot out there, fortunately. I hope YouTube starts to push them. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, YouTube's a weird meme. But that's why I like to, tell people, like, if people are trying to troll, and I'm just like, it's okay, friend. I know you want that. You want that. You really want to support those brain rot AI slop creators. Like, they're just like, I'm like, I get it, brother. You don't want this. You don't want to support real. I don't know. It's great though. Happy ILY watching. Greetings, miss or Mr. I can't really see your picture. Love the way you just said bagel. Bagel. But I just said bagel. That's funny, because I haven't eaten a bagel in like 5 years or something. Or maybe like 3 years. I don't eat bread. I don't eat bread anymore. Unfortunately, that includes bagels, but I love bagels. I just don't eat them. Let's go back to work. Fair enough. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, Lightning Dance. And I hope you find yourself grounded, brother. Like I hope just, the universe really appreciates and values and blesses you. Honestly. Good evening, Magic Man. Oh, hello. Hello, rereads. Repeat. Hello, repeat. Greetings. Well, if you really love what you're doing, then it won't be work. Yeah, no. I don't know. I've loved what I'm doing for a number of years now. Like, I've worked in the film industry, connected with actors, done music stuff. Yeah, I've been in a lot of love with work, but I've never loved what I'm doing as much as I've loved YouTube. Like, that's the weird reality. Is like, I didn't think I could love work more than I could love it. I mean, I had an idea. I was like, oh yeah, there's a possibility, but I can't even express how much I love being a YouTuber. It's pure ecstasy. It's also difficult. It's challenging. It's a true challenge. Like, being a YouTuber is, without a shadow of a doubt, it's a genuine challenge. But of course, again, yeah, it's great. And I don't know. Gat's like bigger, bigger, and biggest. You look like that dude from The Thing. Damn. Well, can you articulate further? So, are you saying I look like Heath Ledger? Are you saying I look like Axl Rose? Are you saying I look like Bon Jovi? No, no, no. You must be saying I look like Daniel Weber. No, 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 no. I must be that lead singer from that band or that rapper, right? Or, maybe I'm that obscure, I don't know, brother of this person. I don't know. I don't know what I look like. All I know is I had this hilarious epiphany yesterday. Like, as I was with my partner, I was like laughing it up. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go full into character and have a dialogue with all the characters that I look like. Like, I'll just be like, one moment I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm Heath Ledger. Let's go and put some shrimp on the barbie, yeah? Or something, however Australian sound. And then Bon Jovi comes in and just is like, Heath Ledger, what you doing here, man? I thought you were going to a different show. And then he'll be like, Bon Jovi, what are you doing here, bruv? I thought, however Heath Ledger sounds, and he's very subtle. It's like, yeah, I'm Heath Ledger. I'm just sitting here thinking about doing my next role as the Joker. I don't know, I'm probably botching Heath, but all I know is I'm excited to... I'm excited to do some voice acting as for fun. I'm trying to play all my life. Manifest. My vision is to win the Powerball Lotto. Well, good luck with that, guy. Good luck with that. So if you mean if I just buy a lotto ticket, I've already won. That's not the way. I mean, manifestation's also about actually understanding and actually believing. Like, that's the bizarre thing, is you may think manifestation's like, okay, I'll buy a lottery ticket and I'm gonna win because I'm a winner. Let's go, money. No, but you gotta actually believe. You gotta actually, like, on the deepest core of your being, actually believe that this ticket will be the winner. That the reality of you winning this money will actually exist. And even then, that's I'll be honest, that's not really you can't really manifest that. You can try, but you probably won't, because what's your actual deep aligned vision in your life that is attached to winning an exorbitant, insane amount of money? Like, what are you going to do with that money? Like, what are you going to do with that money? Really? Like, do you have a vision to create a charity and help a lot of people, change the world? Got a revolutionary new technology that's going to change people's lives and really help people? Going to grow a business where you're, I don't know, saving orphans and baby dolphins or something? Like, I don't know, like, what's your vision? Like, why would you... Like, I'm sure you're kidding, obviously, about the lottery ticket, but the idea is, like, if you actually believe, that on a deep level, this money is, like, something that is yours already. Like, you really live the core of your being, and you're going to do amazing things and change the world with it, so to speak. Who knows? Maybe that can manifest. I don't know. I don't know why you'd want that. Honestly, to be perfectly honest, I think winning an insane amount of money is the worst life occurrence you could probably experience for a mass majority of people. Like, if you win, like, $1 million, I mean, that's probably going to ruin your life. And personally, if I were to win, like, even I remember they popped up my stream a long ass time ago, and I was like 50 subscribers, and they're like, hey, what would you do if I just gave you $4,000? And I was like, I would be very suspicious initially. Like I was like, I don't want your $4,000, stranger. But even further, I think I wouldn't enjoy not actually earning that money. Like I want that money. I mean, sure, there's some exceptions, but I'm an advocate of like money is more about how you achieve it. It's not about just having the money. Like you win $100,000, congratulations. Maybe you really needed that. I don't know. Don't know your life, but it's like I'm more of understanding that money is how you earn it. It's the value that you put in money and how you experience it. So if you win $1 million, that's probably gonna ruin your life. Like most people, I mean, sure, you could say, nah, but I'll do this and I'll travel to this world and do that. Who knows? But many rights, it's probably gonna destroy your brain. Like it's gonna destroy your motivation. And for a person like me, I want to earn every single cent I have. I don't give a fuck about, winning a bunch of money. Like that would be weird. Think that would destroy your dopamine center. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I could win. I don't know. Maybe they can win. But I got words. I know your name is Ryan. Yeah, yeah. For sure, brother. I think yeah, I can grant you that, brother. I mean, again, I think even as I spoke to another moderation rights, it's like it's a casual endeavor. There's no pressure, no expectation. Obviously, I deeply appreciate those that show up, like people like Amy. She's been a gem, and obviously no pressure to you, even especially Amy. Like don't feel pressured. You're just another human being, and I honor you here all the same. But yeah, it's a YouTube. This is a YouTube live stream. Like I kind of made the joke. It's like we're not corporate lawyers on suits, right? We're not like. Let me put you as a moderator. Like we're not juggling $1 million, corporate mergers. I'm not Harvey Specter, and I'm not working with Mike and be like, hey Mike, you got those Gluska braids? I know I really like suits, but it's like we're not doing serious shit. This is a YouTube live stream. It's like it's casual, you know. We're all working pro bono at Pearson Specter Lit. Yeah, we're not Harvey Specter. We're not sitting there drinking our whiskey and rum or whatever and being like, wow, what a day. I just made $1 million. Like, we're not Harvey Specter. Life's not so serious. Accents are magical. I don't even eat bread either. That's legendary. Yeah, bread it's overrated. People might look at me and be like, fuck that guy. But bread is not that important. I cut it out of my life, and I just realized I was addicted to bread. Like in a sense, in a weird sense, not actually, but it's like, I was addicted to the idea of like, oh yeah, bread. Let's spread some butter on that bread and eat that bread. But it's like, let's get that bread. But it's like, I honestly I haven't eaten bread in like 5, 6 months, and I'm never going to do it again. It's like, who cares? Who cares? I'll eat some pasta or something. Even pasta is probably a little bit, unless it's healthy, like whole grain, but. Don't eat bread. Yeah. Yeah. I never got to see your brother, though. Do you remember Ron you saying you had a twin? Yeah. That's true. I don't know. My brother's not, he may be featured in the future. Maybe we'll do some sort of collab, you know? Do some sort of musical collab, but I don't know. I don't think he really has the belief system forged yet. Yet. I don't think he's given himself permission yet to actually be like a content creator YouTuber. I think he wants to be. I'm sure everyone wants to be. Pretty much everyone I know. Like this is the weird reality. All my friends, everyone in my social circle, everyone you can think of wants to be a YouTuber. Like it's weird. It's like, and I think that's almost like a strange stigma that I see. Is everyone's like, yeah, let's be a YouTuber. Like, yeah, YouTube, let's go. And again, weirdly enough, I was the same way. Like a number of years back, I was like, yeah, let's be a YouTuber. All right. And I had this weird ass belief where I actually thought I knew what it meant and it looked like to be a YouTuber. I mean, I was just studying YouTube. I was figuring it out, studying other YouTubers, figuring out what my mission was, my vision. But I'll be honest, the weirdest and most misconcepting thing you can do as a content creator or YouTuber is to believe that you know better than, well, the process, than actually what it takes to succeed. It's like you have this misconception in your mind, like, oh yeah, I know better. I know myself. I'll just make whatever feels good all the time, and I'll figure it out because I'm the guy. I'm the creator. I'm the successful non-successful YouTuber. And it's like, it's weird. It's like, I know so many people that are like, yeah, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, let's go, let's do it. And again, my twin is inevitably, he's in a similar realm where he's like, he probably wants to be a YouTuber, but I guess he still has yet to unpackage the limiting beliefs or belief or whatever that stopped him from actually succeeding. And it's weirdly enough, unfortunately, it's the same parallel in many things in life. Most people, and I say this with a grain of salt, but I say this a lot because I look at my life and I'm like, oh, like a lot of people, they speak of success. They're like, oh yes, I want to be successful. Like, let's be successful. Let's do this successful thing. And they don't actually realize that they, in many rights, are resistant, if not of belief systems that have actually literally created a paradox where they're not actually doing what it takes to succeed. It's like they want to succeed, but they'll do everything or anything they think their mind is doing except for actually take the steps to succeed. It's self-destruction 101 or whatever you want to call it. But the idea is that in my mind, succeeding in something is pretty damn clear. It's like you gotta actually like go through that arduous, difficult place. Like you gotta actually apply yourself. You gotta show up every day. You gotta like really be brutally honest with yourself. Like to succeed is not like it's not this ethereal obscurity, right? You gotta actually like, you gotta realize that you gotta make successful choices. You gotta build a life that literally translates into being a successful person. It doesn't happen by itself. It will never happen by itself. You can look at any person that's on any metric of success, unless there's some weird inherited billionaire or something. But even them, I'm sure I don't know. But the idea is that you gotta build a life that is making intelligent choices every single day. And you gotta, you gotta act on those choices to succeed. And, I speak of this a lot in relation to understanding like strength training, or I don't know, neuroplasticity, say learning a guitar or doing cold plunges or going for runs in the morning or blah 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 blah. It's like there's many different choices that we can consciously make that translate into success. Like this is an invariable fact. But many people, for whatever reason, again, I don't know everybody, but many people that I see in my immediate reality, they talk of success, they preach this, they're like, yes, like I'm gonna become successful. But it seems that on some level, for whatever reason, they'll probably figure it out and they probably will succeed. But it seems that in this phase of the reality, they're like jumping through hoops where they're doing all these things where they're not realizing that, oh wait, you got to just make intelligent decisions and choices that align with success to succeed. And often they're difficult. Like often it's the difficult thing that you're avoiding, that you're just like, oh, but I don't want to go and push myself so far in my comfort zone. I don't really want to engage in this or do this daily discipline practice or do this daily discipline practice. But it's like you're like, so you want to succeed, but do you actually realize what it means? Like it actually looks like to succeed. Anyways, I'm just doing a weird TED Talk motivational speech here, but it makes a lot of sense if you really think about it. I'm pretty sure his twin brother hasn't been on stream yet. He hasn't, yeah. My Australian Did you like that Australian? That was a good one. I'll be honest. Usually dying of laughing to do the Australian accent properly, but yeah, what's going on? I'm Australian. My name is Heath Ledger. And now I'm going more British. Magic, bruv. Magic, bruva. I don't know if I'm making fun of him or I'm succeeding, but yeah. Yeah, you've really effed that up. Hey, you gotta fail, brother. Yeah. Like the hat, believe, follow your dreams. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. We got some chat bouncing around. But yeah, no, my twin's never been on. And again, that's up to him. That's his, I think when he's ready, he will show up. Yeah, you thought how you would handle, but chat, that didn't happen. You thought how you would handle it. So confused. PJ. Hey, PJ, you're really treading on thin ice, buddy. I feel like you're about to say some unhinged stuff that's gonna ban you forever. So, take that any way you desire. I don't know. Like if you're gonna passive aggressively project anything, you're gonna passive aggressively direct yourself right out the door of the stream, and that is what it is, dog. More satisfying to earn it than to win it. Facts, yeah. Yeah, money is a weird thing, friends. Like, I speak of this all day long, and I think it's a thing I don't want to, too openly conceptualize on the stream because we're about other things. But yeah, money is a weird paradox. It's a weird
It's a weird thing. It's a convention, sure, but money means nothing really. People often want money, but why? Just manifest what you'll use money on. Yeah.
It's the thing, in the simplest right, when I often comment on money, I think it's bizarre that a lot of people really don't process the truth that yes, money is a resource, it's a tool, blah blah blah. But the idea is what you actually want isn't money. Like if you were really honest with yourself, you're like, wait, why do I want all this money? Why do I want this big expensive car or house or why do I want the blah 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 blah? What you really want is something different. You want something that maybe money probably can't buy. You want what is on the other side of something you can probably achieve without this massive load of money, but you're using money to fill the void of not actually fulfilling what you desire to fulfill. It's a weird paradox. Yeah, winning it sounds like a nightmare. Like, let's be honest here. I certainly would not block anyone you want me to. Yeah, no, use your discretion, brother. If someone's saying some hateful nonsense, use your discretion. Goodbye. I'm here with you and with Amy and Osho and the others. I'm here to also help moderate and facilitate. So I'll obviously use my facilitation facilities and ban people at the drop of a hat. So I just got here, but make me a mod too. I want to abuse my power. This guy, user, random user, he wants to abuse power. Well, you know what? User, you sound like the perfect modder. Hell, you know what, user, fuck it. You're gonna be a managing top modder. Hell, fuck it, user. You know what? I want you to run my channel. I want you to run my channel, user. Fuck it, just you sold me so much. You want to abuse power? He's just so honest. User's just so honest. Like he's so honest, guys. I'll give you my password to my channel. You can run this channel now. This is no longer my channel. This is your channel, user. Congratulations.
Ah. Ah.
Twin's a mind fuck. Like, I've said this over and over, and I'll say it again. This is my lifelong quest, is I'm a twin. And yeah, it's kind of sucks. It sucks until it doesn't. You're just like, oh wow, I'm a twin, and everyone's just like, you're a twin, you're him, and he's you. And then you hear that a million times over, and you're like, god damn, like I'm tired of hearing that he's me and I'm him. But then eventually you're like, you know what? I'm a better human being because of this, and that's it. Meditation every day brings a lot of synchronicity. You get it, Lion. I think I've said this a bunch of times, but you definitely get it. You really do get it, Lion. Temple Lion Studios. Letting 51 service to others. 4 to 1. Yeah. It's a nice metric, brother. I must say, you don't want to mod too many people. A sea of blue isn't a good look. That's true. Well, I'm honestly in a place where I think I'm going to exercise my right to remove moderators that are not necessarily, just present. Or if we are in a sea of blue, I'll be like, hey guys, nothing personal, you're all killing it, but blah, 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 blah. Like, we'll remove some seas of blue. So I hear you. I think to the homie, yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it with a grain of salt, but we'll definitely keep that in mind. Again, I'm a new YouTuber. I've been doing this for again, 8 months at tops, 6.5 months as a streamer. So the fact of the matter is, I'm still learning here. Amy, but maybe if people care more about looks than the actual content, maybe this isn't for him. Yeah, I don't know. Strong point, Lion. Strong point. I don't know. I'm the kind of guy, if you're probably familiar, respectively, I don't mind sending people on their way. Like if they're just like, oh no, this little thing has triggered me. They're just like, oh no, what he said, he's being authentic. God damn. Or just like, oh no, he's talking, he's not playing guitar. Damn. You know what? Those aren't my viewers. Those aren't my viewership. Like, this is YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. We got fucking billions of people flowing through. Like, billions. I don't know if that's true. But we got a lot of people flowing through, like, in the YouTube sphere. So absolutely, if someone's, like, gets a little bit irked and they're like, oh, damn, like, fuck this guy because of blah, 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 little projection and illusion, they're not meant to be here. And, like, respectively. But I agree with Amy, though. It's good to be conscious of, like, I want to honor the role of moderator. So we'll probably put a cap on mods soon. And if people, I feel like we want to remove the sea of blue, then respectfully we can remove some of the moderations and we'll all be gravy. I'm my identical twin. I am Nenzol. Yeah. Identical twin. Twin life. It's weird. It's really weird. Temple, it can be off-putting to the most genuine chatter. We don't really ban. Yeah, we time out. Yeah. 24-hour ban for the rodents. Yeah. Yeah, 24-hour bans for the cockroaches. No, I don't know. People are humans. Everyone's humans. They're not cockroaches. They're humans. Even the trolls. Even the trolls. You know, they're living under their bridge, living in their little delusions, but they're still humans. Like, you're a human, I'm a human. Like, you know, I like to acknowledge that. I like to make that very clear. It's like, you know, you see me and I don't see you, but I know you're humans, all of you. You're all humans, and you got your phones, and you're just a full human right behind the screen. And it's magical, you know. And even that troll, maybe there's some weird, weird human, but the fact of the matter is they're human. You know, they deserve some level of humanity. I don't know. Yeah, though I'm gonna get really good at doing those accents. Like it's a matter of time. The clock is now ticking. Like eventually, I'm gonna figure out Daniel Weber's accent. I think he's got a really easy accent. Axl Rose will figure out how he speaks. We'll just pop around accents and we'll just meme it up. You know, people will be like, oh damn, it's the homie Heath Ledger, and then it'll suddenly Heath Ledger will appear. I don't know. Hey Mon. Hey Moon. Oh Moon. Ah. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We do got seas of blue. This is cold hard facts. I see the seas. I am human. Though you say cockroach, I say rodent. Tomato, tomato. This is correct. We see the same thing. We see a rodent, we see a cockroach, we see maybe a rat, a mouse. I don't know. They're all just, yeah. They're all derogatory. I'm surprised I'm not more cold. Cause I'm just chilling outside. But that's the beauty of cold plunges. Like doing a cold plunge, it makes you like a superhuman. You know. Hey, Lightning Temple. I love the Canadian accent. I love the Canadian accent. Easy Moon, that's the see you. Yeah. Yeah, welcome. You love the Canadian accent. Me too. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what the Canadian accent is. I'm sure I could figure it out because I'm doing it. But yeah. That being said, I've been told I don't talk like most people. Like for whatever reason, you know, it's a good thing obviously because being a YouTuber, like I have this pointed out from romantic partners or friends. They're just like, wow, you got a real good voice. I'm just like, yeah. I must agree though. I think Canadian accents are pretty good, especially because I'm Ukrainian and English, right? So I'm Ukrainian and English, but I have no connection to either. So I have no connection to Ukraine or English accents. I mean, maybe English technically in some sense, but it's like I'm Canadian, so I have a Canadian accent. But technically, I'm Ukrainian English, so yeah, I'm just like summoning the worlds of. I'm somehow I can like if I really try, you know, I can summon some sort of voice from. I imagine different cultural heritages. Yeah, I don't know. You know, because basically, even I'm speaking words right now, clearly. But it's like if I were to like, you know, be like, "Hello, how's it going?" Or, you know, just sitting around, be like, "Hello, friends," or I don't know. I say words, and I guess they just sound Canadian by default. But I can play around with that. Oi. Yeah. You say certain words, like bagel. Well, you tell me. You tell me how you say bagel. Is it bagel? 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 Is it bagel? Are you the type, Amy, you're saying bagel like bagel? It's a bagel. It's a bagel, baby. It's a bagel. It's such a weird word. I don't know. A bagel. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, G sharp minor though. What a great key. What a great key, G sharp minor. Emphasis on the A. We say bagel. Bagel. You say bagel. Bagel. Ah, the bagel. Yeah, we definitely don't say that here. Just bagel. You want one of those bagels? Just why stretch it out? You silly Australians. I feel like low-key Australians, they just want to sound hilarious and distinguished. Like I feel like Australians, like the quintessential, I don't know about you, Amy, but like I feel like a lot of Australians, they want to sound like quirky, hilarious, and distinguished all at once. Like they're really, that's like unconsciously, they're just like, I'm Australian, what's going on? I'm so distinguished, but I'm also really Australian, friend. I'm just so Australian. I feel like I'm disgracing the culture. But legitimately, like they're majestic. I have to say, I love Australians because they're so majestic. They're like British people, but they're just like beachy and kangaroo-y. You know, they're just like Australian, mate. That's right, Bruva. That was less Australian, but it's great. You know, I love Australians. Yeah. I'll donate if I had money left for it. That's kind of you. Honestly, yeah. I don't expect donations. I'm operating at a delayed gratification, zero expectation model where it's like, I really don't, expect people to donate. And if people do, like if a stranger comes in like, whoa, what you played musically really touched me, and it's worth giving a tip because, I'm a busker as well. Like I've gone and busked. I don't busk really anymore because I'm too busy being a YouTuber, but it's like, when I busked, I would be like baffled when a person would walk up to me and be like, here's a $5 bill. And like I remember this Russian guy came up to me and gave me a $20 bill once. And I was just like astonished. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what did I do? Like, did this guy just win like $1,000? Like, did he just win in a lottery? Which has happened. I remember actually I worked at Tim Hortons and a guy told me he just won like $100,000 and he just gives me a $100 bill. Like I give him his like dollar coffee and he's like, here you go, man. Gives me a $100 bill. And I was just like, confused. I'm like 15 years old. I'm like, am I even supposed to receive like tips? Like I'm at Tim Hortons. I don't think I'm supposed to receive money. But it's like, yeah, it's like it's like it kind of breaks my brain when people give me money. So once I get monetized and get super chats, which will happen pretty soon, that's gonna be a weird experience. Like it's gonna be very bizarre. It's gonna be beautiful because I'm like, all right, I'm officially a YouTuber, but I don't expect money. Like I really don't. I would ideally, I want to get paid by sponsors. I want to get paid by ad revenue. I want to get paid by ad revenue. Maybe Patreon revenue. I don't expect donations like at all. But if people donate, like that's gonna be a weird experience. It'll be wild. But it's also nice to think if people are supporting. Like if people are supporting the channel, I'm like, hey friends, I'm gonna buy myself an electric cello with your tips or studio time. And then people are like, you know what, I want to help this musician get studio time. And that's magical. Like that's a magical part of being a human. But yeah. No, we're just talking. Nice. Frodo Bagels. Huh. Frodo Bagels. 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 Anyways, how many pigeons do you think you could reasonably carry? How many pigeons do I think I could reasonably carry? Well, if I'm being really confident in my pigeon carrying abilities, like if I'm being really confident in my ability to carry pigeons, I'm gonna say at least, I'm gonna say at least one. Yeah. I'm certain I could carry at least one pigeon. This is an invariable fact. Just to pop in and say hi. Gotta go to work. Fair enough. Fair enough. I probably gotta go to sleep. I probably gotta go to sleep soon. Actually, very soon. Like I slept, my sleep schedule's a little bit weird, and I'm probably gonna be up because I did a cold plunge. But yeah, we'll probably stick around for the next like 10 minutes or so, and then put a little thing in it. But thank you for chiming in, and listening. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've all the cold plunges and sitting in the outside. My brain is just fried now. I'm just yeah. I'm in a permanent meme state. Going to pop. Yeah. But hope you enjoy work. Hope you enjoy work, Moon. Like genuinely, yeah. Don't work too hard. Don't feel weird. Don't feel weird. Time, although it doesn't exist technically, is money. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel weird in the sense where my brain is gonna get dopamine. Like my brain is gonna be like, "Whoa, you just gave me money," and my brain's gonna be like full of dopamine, and that's gonna be a wild experience. And yeah, yeah. But that'll be fun. No, I get it. Like I think people supporting my channel, like I know how hard I work. I know how hard I grind. I discipline myself and literally wire my brain around endlessly desiring to work hard. Like it's just like I don't disconnected, reconnected. But it's not like a it's not an illusion. Like it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Like, I've been a performance artist, athlete, acrobatic performer, performance art, whatever, for like so many years that my brain literally is like, this is an endless thing. I want to work hard. I want to, endlessly desire to apply myself. So, money is a thing. You've perfected bagel. Bagel. Yes. You know what? Yeah, that's all I need in this world. All I need is your approval. All I really needed, Amy, was your approval of my pronunciation of bagel. Like, that's all I really needed in this world. Truly. That's all I really needed. Now I got it. Bagel. Bagel. I'm Australian now. This is bagel. Not a bag. I need a bagel brew. You go to bagel brew. Then go send me some blood diamonds. Because I'm Leonardo DiCaprio. He's got a great Australian accent. I like his accent in Blood Diamonds. I should sleep soon. Fair enough. Rest up, friend. Rest up, friend. We'll probably exit the stream the next 5-10 minutes. Yeah, don't work too hard, friend. If you say so, I get you there. You do get me there, Amy. You do get me there. I say bagel. Honestly, I'm Canadian and I say bagel. Bagel, like you want a bagel, we gotta eat a bagel. That's just bagel. That's what a bagel is. You put some ghee on that bagel and you're just like, yeah. Like, damn. But I don't eat bagels. I don't know. Seem like a good guy. Have you heard of John Vervaeke? Wow. Oh, wow. Huh. You just reminded me. I know someone kept on recommending a lucid dream series. What was it called? Lucid Dreaming. The Awakening? No, I don't know. And I'll just have to go back on my live streams. Redacted. Oh, thank you, though. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I'll look into this said thing. So you're saying John Vervaeke. Yeah, after the stream, I'm sure I'll give it a go. I'll check into it. You say bagel. I say bagel. Yeah, well, no, I say bagel. You want a bagel. Yeah. What do you expect? My brain thinks of the word. That's the way we just say it. We're just like, it's like we're Canadian. We're just like, you want a bagel? Yeah, I want a bagel. Why don't fucking... Because bagels taste good. You want everything bagel? I don't know. I worked at Tim Hortons. For 4 years. I know what a bagel is. You want an everything bagel? Yeah, I want an everything bagel. You want a sour cream glazed? Do you want a double coffee? I don't know. I worked at Tim Hortons for 4 years, and I'll be honest, this was a weird phase of my life, but I was the guy. Like, when you work at Tim Hortons for 4 years, you become a master of existence. You become a master of, yeah, of reality, where it's like you basically, you know how to solve every problem. Like when you come into work and you've worked at Tim Hortons for 4 years, everyone looks to you, be like, oh yeah, that's the guy. He knows exactly what he's doing. Anything goes wrong, I'm like, oh yeah, of course. I'll just figure it all out. I'm the master problem solver. And I'm making sure that everyone gets their order perfectly. The customers know when I'm there, I'll get their order perfectly, and everything will be resolved. It's great. Where in Canada you at, brother? I'm in British Columbia, friend. So you were a coffee artist. I'll be honest, I wouldn't go as far as to say that, but I knew how to pour coffee into a cup. I knew how to pour coffee into a cup and hit the switch and go do really fast. Like I'd be like do sugar, coffee, cream, put it up there. It'd still be spinning and I have it up there, and then I'd get their donut and put it back on the thing, and they'd be like, "That's good service," and I'd be like, "That's Tim Hortons." No, it was a weird job. I smoked lots of cigarettes and drank way too much coffee. But I was a 15-year-old, so what can you say? 15 was a very weird time for me. I think I'm actually starting to get cold. No. Just a little bit. Whoa. Damn. Wow, we're so close. I want to hear John Lennon Imagine. Well, I mean, you can want that all you want, but I don't know how to perform John Lennon Imagine. Yeah. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Prod. Thank you, Prod. I think so too. Kyle, hello. And wow, you're close. Wow. Oh, nice. Nice, brother. Yeah, British Columbia. We're in beautiful British Columbia. We got trees and forests, and our license plates say beautiful British Columbia for some reason. It's great. You know. Magic. Because BC is beautiful. Oh yeah, it is beautiful. Yeah. With a splash of vanilla. Damn. A grand mocha latte. Oh yeah, I got you. I got you, Amy. Do you want any donuts with that order? Do you want any donuts with that order? Do you want a sleeve on your coffee, Amy? Of course, you gotta have a sleeve on your coffee. You don't want to burn yourself. But yeah, and a splash of vanilla. Of course, I got you. Splash. I don't know if you want. I mean, splash of vanilla. That's yeah. Yeah, dog. Oh, Kyle. Yeah, you're definitely in British Columbia with me, friend. Yeah, the economy's fucked. The housing market is pretty bonkers. It's very expensive. It's beautiful though. We got trees. You can't afford to really look at the trees. You can smell the trees or you can think about the trees, but you can't afford to go and leave work to go and sit with the trees because the economy's destroyed. But but it's beautiful. You got me there. Everyone knows how beautiful British Columbia is. Yeah, I watched a hockey game with my son. Our team won. That's magic. Yeah, that's another thing is everyone's obsessed with hockey in British Columbia. Everyone's obsessed with it. Everyone. I'm not. I'm not the normal dude though. Everyone in my family's obsessed with hockey. I don't see it. I mean, I'm all for sports. I'm all for athleticism, sports. I don't know. I'm more into martial arts than sports, but everyone's obsessed with hockey. It's the thing. Yeah. I don't know. I think basketball's better than hockey, but whatever. I like passion. People are happy. That's great. Donut, tempt me. I will tempt you because I'm working here. I'm working here at Tim Hortons. I'm trying to take your order, Amy. that'll be 4:57. That'll be 4:57. And do you want to donate? Do you want to donate that 57 cents to the, I don't know, whatever the fuck charity Tim Hortons is supporting? The kids for canoes and Canucks. I'm just trying to do my job here. I'm super depressed. This is Tim Hortons. Welcome to Tim Hortons. uh, yeah. What is cool is we were celebrating my son's purchase. He bought a house. Wow. That's magical. That's amazing. That's a beautiful thing to celebrate, man. Honestly, I can't wait till one day he's doing well. He's 30 years old and paid cash for his house. Yeah, that's awesome, Lightning. Your son's he's doing great. Honestly, that's great. Have a house. Nice, Lightning. We like hockey. Hockey rocks, honestly. Again, everyone in my family is obsessed with it. Everyone in British Columbia basically is obsessed with it, seems like. But I'm not. I'm not. But that's okay. I'm too busy just playing guitar by myself and, you know, doing live streams. And that being said, who knows? My taste can change. I'm a human being. There was a time where I didn't like Star Wars because everyone was like, hey, like I remember as a young kid, all my cousins and all my family members were obsessed with Star Wars. And they're like, yo, you gotta watch Star Wars. And I remember watching like the first couple movies and I was like, this doesn't make sense. And they would just watch it over and over and over and over and over again. And I was just, damn, this sucks. This is not that great. And then as a full grown adult, I rediscovered Star Wars. Watched like Revenge of the Sith and watched all of them. And I was like, you know what? This is really dope. Like, Jedis are just like, they're like future philosophical samurais with laser swords. And they're, fighting for honor and they're doing all this awesome stuff. And then I was like, you know what? I like Star Wars. But as a kid, I was like, damn, like everyone overhyped Star Wars and forced Star Wars on me where I was like, damn, like, no, like, fuck no. But then it's like, now as an adult, I'm like, yeah, of course, Star Wars is dope. Like, you can never convince me that it's not dope as fuck. Like, I love it. So maybe that'll happen one day to hockey. Everyone's just overhyped hockey and forced it on me. But like, yeah, hockey is this. And then maybe one day I'll be like, you know what? Maybe hockey is cool. I think I'm gonna go inside now. Yeah. It's getting officially cold. We'll go into our side room and do some meditation and end the stream probably. Oof, that's cool. It's funny. I've had the freedom to go in this room the entire time, but I choose the outside world. Yes. I second that. Very cool. Yeah. Magic. I believe I earned myself the reputation as a guy who doesn't know how to tune a guitar. I mean, do you know? Do you know how to tune a guitar, Floyd? Are you sure? Are you sure you know how to tune a guitar, brother? All this time, I'm sure I'm earning a reputation as, guy that has hat, guy that looks like Heath Ledger, guy that plays pan flute, which is all accurate. It's all accurate. It's cold hard facts.
But who knows? Reputations are a dime a dozen. Yeah. Play some Alice in Chains. Can't perform Alice in Chains. Our tastes definitely change as we age. Amy, he has a fiance that broke his heart. Poor guy. Ah, I was hoping for grandkids. Oh no, this is not alive. What? You're not live, JG. Better fiance doing than my wife, Lightning. Than that, a wife. Better a fiance doing that than a wife. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Clanker. I love that term. Those fucking clankers, brother. Those clankers. Ah, those clankers. Those droid clankers. That sucks. Yeah, it's definitely live. Of course, JG is. I think JG is just traumatized. Aren't you, Jay? All the AI brain rot slop, automated, automated lives that I'm sure that's what's happening. He's just traumatized from all the AI automation, and I don't blame him. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what YouTube has done to you. But yeah, this is a real live. We are human beings. Welcome to humanity. We have snacks. You know, that's what humanity does, right? Little Shay, yes. Because, yeah. Okay. I've been playing another guitar for a while, and the action on my other guitar is set wrong. Oh. Ah. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure people know you know how to play guitar and tune a guitar. Yeah. You know, not knowing how to tune a guitar, that's a like 1 year guitar player problem. You know, you're just like, oh damn, like am I in tune? And then you figure out you are. And it's all about confidence. Just play guitar out of tune and no one will even notice. I swear half the time I'll play out of key, maybe like 1% of the time. I'll play out of key or I'll key switch, basically, unintentionally key shift. I can do that and make it sound good, but I'll be like, oh damn, I just made a really clear mistake. But then most people are like, oh nah, you killed it. Like it's like that's a key shift. Where am I gonna go? Well, I key shifted again. Key shift again. Key shifted again. Wow, wow, that's so cool. So majestic. Oh, majestic. Because you know, suddenly who knows? I'm playing jazz maybe. Maybe I was playing classical, then now I'm playing jazz. You know, it's music. Yeah, I don't know. I'm cooked, clearly. I'm clearly cooked. As you know, as the younger generation would say. And they would say a bunch of other unhinged stuff, I'm sure. Whatever slang they love to say, but. Damn, though. I must say, I think we're at 12:30. But I think at some point, I'm going to have to exit this live stream. Well, of course, but we're going to make some Thai food. Because, you know, as I said like 20, 30 minutes ago, I'm now really hungry for Thai food. I gotta make some Thai food. Gotta take the executive decision and make Thai food, bro. Oh yeah, but we love it. We love being cooked. We love being brain fried, like in the most beautiful way. Where it's like, you know. So some of the notes would be right, but as you go lower on the bridge, they become wrong. Oh, damn. That sounds like a true problem. I'm going to do something I don't want to, drive to work. Ah. Well, drive safely, dog. Drive safely. Yeah. We've all been there. We've all had to drive to work or take that commute to work. My recommendation, my professional recommendation as a YouTuber is listen to Andy McKee. Listen to Andy McKee Rylan. Listen to Andy McKee Rylan on your way to work. It will make it objectively better. That's my professional YouTube opinion. Classical jazz, tomato, tomato, is music. Music. It sounds however it sounds. Ideally, whatever sounds best. I love classic. I love jazz. It is tomato, tomato. I agree. I don't know. I'm a guitarist. I've been a guitarist for a long ass time, so I can make shit sound good, and I won't even blink. Yeah. But that's because I'm just good at making mistakes. Like that's a weird reality in life, right? It goes beyond guitar. If you get good at embracing your mistakes, you embrace failure, suddenly it doesn't even matter if you make mistakes. So you're just like, oh yeah, I was going to make that mistake. And then you just don't give a fuck. It's great. Yeah. Yeah. Peace. Good seeing you, brother. Appreciate the support, brother. You can fix the intonation yourself. Pretty easy. Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't already come to conclusion. Seems like a very capable guy. So now I could play perfectly tuned guitars. People say I'm out of tune. Well, that's just them. They just love you. They just love you, Hunter. They're trying to poke fun at you, and they're trying to do a stand-up comedy bit. Yeah. Mistakes are innovations. Facts, facts. Like Black Flag. I don't know what you mean, man. They're also traditions. They can't make music without mistakes. It's subjective. It can't be called music without the mistakes. Yeah, 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 dog. Yeah, yeah. That's what's so weird about music that is made, quotations, by AI. It's like what the actual fuck? But what the actual fuck is music that's is like outside of the realm of mistakes. Like it's perfect. It's so perfect. It never was not perfect. It's like you hear a composition or whatever's been plopped out, plopped out by AI slop, bots, and they're just, and yeah, yeah, but it's like, what is that? What the fuck does that even have value? That it's like, oh, it's a perfect masterpiece from AI. Whoa, they created a masterpiece because they never had to fucking develop it. It's like there was no imperfection. Like, what does perfection even mean if it never was imperfect? There's no contrast. So it's like if a AI is performing a perfect song, it's like they're not doing anything. It was never imperfect. So perfection means nothing in perspective. Yeah. What a mind fuck. What a time we're in. Wow. A lot of YouTubers will say, "Oh no, I made a mistake and didn't notice." It's best to let the audience decide. Ah, yeah. Honestly, that's a sacred truth as a performer as a whole. Like if yeah, say you're on a film set doing improv acting, or you're doing a guitar set, or you're doing acrobatics. Yeah, mistakes aren't even really real. Like if you're a good performer, yeah, mistakes are just like a part of it. It's very funny how it works. Our mind tries to make mistakes into something it's not. But something like Patchell's Canon in D sounds perfect and will always love it. Remember, not created in a platonic sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, classical guitar music rocks. Yeah, I just simply mean, the fact that we can know for a fact that if a musician wrote a piece, they got it wrong a million times. Maybe, unless they're a really, really, really talented musician, but they got it wrong a lot before they made it perfect. And that's the magic. Humans error in different. Human error is the difference. Yeah. Honestly, there's so much. Like, we're going to see this emerge clearly, all of us, in the coming years. That we're going to come to really, like, underline and highlight the human condition, the human error, the human flaws, the human quirks. That's going to be like magic. That's going to be like uh, crack, so to speak, for lack of a better word. That's gonna be like people are gonna like, yes, we need this human error, the human condition. Like we're gonna value it so deeply, even further as we move away from it. People are like, oh yeah, that's AI slop. Clearly, all that's AI slop. And then here's real human being prototype. You can feel it. Like it's like you can see it, you can feel it, like, oh yeah, that is human. And like, god damn, I can't believe we're in this weird time. Like what a weird place. Ever placed and everything are right. Replaced and our everything is right. Yeah. A lot of needs to be done on the acoustic. The points wow. Simple adjustments. Professional. Take action. I must need to some the parts I need to. Yeah. Honestly, bro, like dead ass to that is like I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, some of the most life changing things I remember doing as of recently was just taking my acoustic guitar and bringing it to Long McQuaid, paying them $100, even though I didn't probably need to do that. I was like, hey, do the full tune-up. I never did that in my life, but I was like, hey, just do the full tune-up on this guitar. And they're like, all right, yeah. They're like, we'll adjust the action, we'll change the intonation, we'll put on some new strings, we'll calibrate this and that and whatever. And it changed my guitar forever. It actually changed my guitar playing. I instantly became better at tapping because my intonation was correct. I didn't realize this, but for many years my intonation was fucked, especially on my D string and my A string. My D and A string were fucked. Didn't even realize. I was playing legato combos and I was trying way harder and it didn't sounded like shit, even though, yeah. So intonation and dropping, having professionals look at your equipment, your guitar stuff is very helpful. Happy accidents, yeah. Bob Ross knew. Bob Ross knew. Man make mistakes. AI makes mistakes too, a lot actually. Yeah, agreed. There's a time and place for perfection. ChatGPT is basically stripped from spirituality. It sees only logic. Yeah, yeah. AI makes mistakes, but it's weird robotic mistakes. It's like super weird, inhuman mistakes. I don't know. Maybe we're just hating on robots. Maybe that's the underlying context is humans just don't we like to throw hate at robots. I don't know. But either way, like yeah, AI definitely makes mistakes. That's true. That's pretty true. Dinner time. Fair enough. Later, Amy. Be well. Be well. Thank you for being here. Your presence is very welcome. Enjoy your food. Yeah, ChatGPT gets so many things. Yeah, I'll read and get wrong. Because I'm now. This is so. Yeah, this is not organic. This is not an organic way to sit. Yeah, I think so. We're at 2:12. I think we're going to wrap up this stream right quick. I think Amy's got the right idea. She's giving me permission to go make some Thai food. I think that's magic. I love this tuning. Oof. Mistakes. 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 Greetings. I'm doing excellent, Geotin. Yes, I think that's how I say this. Geotin Shadyup. I'm doing great, miss. I'm doing very great. Making mistakes on the guitar as per usual. That's life. Yes. Oh, just whapped my headstock. That sucks. By the way, Ryan saw some saw I was watching you. He was asked so many questions about you. I really like you. He's a young guitarist. He's 3. He's 3. Ah, I see, I see. Interesting. Oh, your son. I see. Your son. That's nice. That's that's legendary. Yeah, I've seemed to which makes sense. I think this is how I've always been for most of my life. Young like infants and young kids seem to resonate a lot with me. Probably it's just, musician whatever, especially as a YouTuber. I feel like, kids are just stoked for whatever reason. When they see me in the wild, like live streaming, they're like, "Whoa!" I'm just like, "What? Whoa!" That's legendary. That's so wholesome. That's so wholesome, Temple. That's so wholesome. Well, we love passing on the torch. Passing on the torch of guitar YouTuber stuff. So that's so beautiful, brother. I'm glad he's responding to the energy. I'm still just laughing at. I don't know if you guys ever see that. It's Crash Bandicoot, and they have like it's like that weird old video game, and then it's like the voice samples, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa." It's just so weird. It's so great. Well, I hope your son, the Temple Lion. I hope your son is he's just like doing the thing, doing the guitar stuff, brother. See, this is facts. This is facts. I'm somehow known as Hat Guy now. Well, like people objectively, some people are like, hey, he's a guy with a hat. And he looks like Heath Ledger. Yeah, what's good though? Welcome back. Welcome back, Red Beard. Yeah, I think you were here earlier, yes. And I'm doing excellent, brother. I'm doing excellent. I remembered old iPhone video games. Old iPhone video games. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. I was a fan of like GameCube. Like massive fan of GameCube. Of course I also liked like, Sega and Nintendo. Nintendo. But GameCube, bro. What a time. GameCube was way ahead of its time. Like in a very good way. It wasn't like too, up their own ass or whatever. They were just like it was just like GameCube. It wasn't trying to, overstimulate your brain into yeah. Kids love grown-ups who dare to be free. That's fair. I agree with that, brother. That's exactly correct. Like, I trained at a parkour gym for like 10 months, and a lot of people that trained at this parkour gym were kids. Like, they had a kids camp, and I was surrounded by kids, and they were hilarious. Like, they were all, playing their games and trying to do flips, and some of these kids were extremely talented parkour athletes. But yeah, kids love seeing adults play. Like, that's an invariable fact. And naturally, as me, I'm like a guitar dancer, like I'm like a full-grown adult that's playing like a young kid. Like my young inner self, my inner child is like stoked a majority of the time. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun the way kids respond to it. Like, oh, wait a second, what? Like you can be a full-grown adult and still have fun and like do whatever the fuck. Well, not actually, but you can still have fun. You can just have fun and still play, which we should. We should as adults. So, massive. Yeah, it's massive. That's a good sign. I agree. I think it's before pre-K. Zelda. Ah, pre-K. Huh. Yeah, Zelda rocked. Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time to this day, just magical games. Like, magical, bro. When I see, like, Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time, especially Ocarina of Time, little blips from the game, it just gives me such peace and happiness. I'm like, yeah, Zelda. He's wearing his red tunic. I always liked the red tunic the best because red's my favorite color, but just the red tunic was cool. Ooh, all right. I think this is high time, friends. It's high time. It's 12:48. Wow. I just got a compliment on my YouTube channel, like on my comments. But yeah, anyways, depends on the situation. Some people have house to buy. They can assume that this life. They can assume that their life. Have to buy RTC. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. No, I want to get a house too. I want to get a house too someday. I need a house. But I mean, until then, yeah. Anyways, I think what we're gonna do is we're going to put a close to this live stream, etc. I'm Aussie. Nice. Welcome, welcome, Miss or Mister. I think it's Miss from Australia. Yeah, I know a couple people. Of course, Amy, one of our moderators. She's also from Australia. She's tight as fuck. Yeah. That's why I'm hard to understand. Nice. I was just doing an Australian accent earlier. Nice, mister. Very cool. I was doing Australian accent earlier, and I think I was botching it, but we love Australians. Like, genuinely, I love Australians. I actually would love to go to Australia. So that's legendary. You know, blessings from Canada to Australia, friend. Bam, bam. But yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put an end to this live stream as we are, and make some Thai food. We're gonna figure out how to make some really dope Thai food. Uh, I'm excited for this. Yeah, I know it's getting close to about 1 o'clock, and my sleep's a little bit. This is good. This has been great. This has been a good live stream. So, anyways, thank you so much for chiming in, friends. Deeply appreciate the support. Um, Deeply appreciate holding space for my memory. And yeah, one love indeed, brother. Canadian, that makes sense. Not a crazy American. Yeah, sure. Us Canadians are definitely not Americans. Like, not to throw salt at Americans. I'm sure there's some cool Americans, but yeah, I am Canadian. It's cold hard facts. Welcome, Anne Mary. Welcome, Miss Anne Mary Lee. We're about to go here. We're doing our outro, but thank you for coming here. See you in the next. Peace, fam. Appreciate you, brother. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed night, friends. And again, so outro. Thank you so much for chiming in. If this immediately I'm just like, wow, it's so formal. But if this content resonates with you, feel free to subscribe to this channel. I teach guitar, I do meditative sound journeys, among various YouTubers stuff. Yeah, yeah. I teach about the brain and dopamine and create cool content. Feel free to check out my long format content, etc., etc. On the grind of 4K watch hours, planning to get there in about 3 weeks. On the road to 10K subscribers, whenever the fuck that happens. Anyways, thank you. Thank you so much. Remember to honor yourself and to honor each other. Much love. Bless. Ashe.